Hey, what is up everybody, Blaze for here, and today for you guys another video of Persona 5X. Inside today's video guys, we're going to be going over exactly what you need to be doing, or at least don't forget to do these things before of course Kazumi does come out. Now it is the 24th today, so I'm going to be having a lot of like before you summon, stuff like that, or even updates if the game is actually free to play. And this one's just mainly just going to be talking about the things that you need to make sure you're doing before the update does release tomorrow. So if you guys are interested in things like this, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And as always, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. We do daily videos on P5X all the time, and we're only going to continue from here. So go ahead and just get straight into the video. So there's a few things that before just anything that we want to do with at least Kazumi coming out tomorrow, there's a few things that we actually have to discuss and really just do. Now, I'm currently on my alt account mainly just to show you guys exactly everything I need to be doing here, but as well just everything that a lot of people really need to start focusing on before the update does come out. We have one day before that just goes in, you know, we're kind of screwed at this point. So we're going to at least go ahead and start with some of the events. Now, majority of the events are actually going to be ending fairly soon, if not I think a few today. But if you go ahead and check out the events here, which are going to be this little paw, you immediately want to go ahead and check out the actual event guide here. This ends in 1 day and 6 hours here, and this one actually is very important to complete because this gives you pretty much technically a whole multi for the weapon thing, but it gives you almost a whole multi for a character. If you have not actually done this, be sure to do it. Of course, it's like a little side quest thing. It's pretty darn easy. The only things I haven't done was the city life part, which was mainly just random missions here. I literally haven't done those yet, and which is because I have not been able to find any of the Akihabara type little setups here. That's been my issue. I have 20 here, and I'm probably going to take out the time today to just go ahead and use some of my energy can, see if I can go ahead and see if I can find some of these guys, because they've been giving me a little bit of a problem. But for the Akihabara actually missions, you guys don't know exactly how that works. They are the energy cans here. There are specific ones that you need to do, and when you do them, you of course will at least complete the actual quest. You need to do them at least 4 times, pretty easy. And then of course you have the itineraries that we have to do, which is 2 times. You need to play the little puppet little game here about 5 times and stuff like that as well. So there's a couple things that you just need to do here. It's pretty easy though, if I'm being honest. They're not really too hard, if I'm being honest as well. You do get at least some good gems out of it. Well, the other thing that you guys want to look for, especially if you have not completed this event yet, there are random little events that will happen around the town. And the best way I can say to actually figure out which events these are is try to hug the corners. And usually you'll find these little special little things that we're looking for. Not these type of things, because those are like regular. But there'll be little special little moments that you have to get and talk to for a quick second. Actually, I think I can find one off that, because I remember I did do one of them, and it was like a poster. Let's see if I can find out exactly where did I go. Well, there was a poster somewhere. Oh, here it is. So it is upwards. So for example, this is one of them. You have to find 3 of these things that pretty much does the little what's it called, kind of like an animation like that. And once you find 3 of them, that gives you of course pretty easy, pretty simple. You just requires you to actually run around at least the city and actually just figure out which things are those special events. For example, another one here, boom, that's another special event. And then of course there's like a 3rd one someplace around here as well, which I'll have to figure that out in a second after the video pretty much. But that's just the rune guy. You want to make sure you're doing that, because that's definitely something that's going to be going away, and once this goes away, you cannot get these again for that. Just get the first part of the story and that's it. Another thing that is eventually going to be going away here, of course, is this. This is something that you want to go ahead and do. It gives you 30 free gems. Yes, and we do calculate it inside of the gem guide, so be sure to do so, because 30 gems, even though it may not seem like much, is definitely still a lot of things here, and in the long run can really do add up. And I feel like a lot of people really don't like take that at least thought process with this. They kind of just take the 30 gems for granted and be like, oh, it is what it is. But take every gem that you get. Okay, this game gives a lot of gems, especially when it comes down to anything you can do. So might as well take the advantage and actually take over and do the goddamn things that you need doing. But pretty simple, pretty sweet, not too hard there. And oh yeah, no, now I remember where one of the other what's it called? One of the other events are, which is this little car here. If you guys still are on this event here, or at least someplace around this car, in which I think they already did it, which is why they're not letting us yeah, which is why they're not letting us actually do it again, which kind of sucks. But anyways, that's already another one here. Now, something else that we need to go ahead and focus on that a lot of us need to do before the update is going to be, of course, Guild Boss, and is also going to be what's called SOS. But we're gonna look at Guild Boss first. Guild Boss is pretty easy, pretty simple. Knock out as much as you can. I need to hurry up and actually redo this because I know I can hit the at least the 800k and above, or at least 8 mil and above pretty easily. For 14k and 18k, I'm pretty sure I can hit that as well. It just comes down to me actually changing my team and utilizing it for a whole different little setup. Be sure to do this. It's probably the best way to really get things done. And I feel like you guys really want to go ahead and do this here, especially if you want those extra gems. So I'll probably be doing this after the video here, just to make sure we knock that out the way to get us some extra gems as well. Big thing, SOS. SOS is one of the few places I don't really do until like the last few days here. And all you need to do for SOS, of course, is to do every last one of these and then one of these two, or at least both of these two here. By doing so, you get yourself a ton of gems. Just by, of course, you're gonna get, there's no if, ands, or buts. You will be promoted. If you're not getting promoted from this, I don't know what to tell you. But for example, you will be promoted off of this easily. It's pretty darn easy with it. And then just by getting a promotion, of course, and getting up the stars, you get yourself 200 more gems next update. And then just for actually doing it and getting up here, you get yourself 100 gems for where you rank here. And then actually doing these as well, you'll get yourself some gems out of this as well. So it's always worth actually doing this because it does add up on the gem mounts, or at least the gem counter. So be sure to knock that out. It's something that's going to be going away, of course, tomorrow. It didn't reset. So of course you want to try and knock that out as fast as possible to really take advantage over what you need to have done. So surely do that. You do get the chance. That's going to be something that you really want to try to pay attention to, seeing that this is something that's going to be added into at least your account for the next pools. So without a doubt, be sure to knock that out. Now there are a few other things here, but this is kind of like account related as well. This is more like what I would advise you guys to do, seeing of course we do have Sumires coming, right? You want to have as much prepared as possible for this character. And if you're anything like me and you haven't of course done it just yet, you could do Velvet Trials, but this is account related. I don't want to go into too many like account related stuff because I do know every account's different. So I'd rather not get into that side of things. I would just rather keep it as a overall amount for everybody of what they need to be doing, especially when it does come down to the event side of things. Oh, and the one thing I did not mention, of course, when it does come down to Runa, I did look at this menu, but I didn't say anything. Complete this as fast as possible. If you haven't completed it, of course, it's perfectly fine because this will stay a little bit longer, or at least it does stay after because you've already unlocked it. But be sure to try to complete this. By completing this, of course, you get yourself gems. You also get these, which are actually helpful to exchange more weapons to make sure that your account is ready for it. My account, on the other hand, of course, is still kind of new-ish, so we are trying to beat it, but like they kind of whooping us. I ain't gonna lie to you. But anyways, that is everything that I really wanted to go over today. Sorry that this one was a little bit late. I think it's 9:02 when I'm recording this, and I wanted to actually get this out around like I wanted to get this out at 9 o'clock on the head, but yeah, no, a little bit woke up a little late, so yeah, sorry about that, you guys. Until next time, everybody, they say stay sharp. Peace.